It's no coincidence that Anthony Fauci's pardon started on January 1st, 2014. This is the year the Obama administration took the four-letter agencies. They took control of Ukraine. Allegedly, Pfizer and the FDA fast-tracked approval for the mRNA vaccine. This coordinated global development wasn't just about public health. It's about power, control, and profit. And coincidentally, the media is now sounding the alarm about a new strain of bird flu, one that could spread rapidly, overwhelming our healthcare system. This is why you need the Wellness Company's Contagion Emergency Kit. It includes 5 life-saving medications like ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine, Tamiflu, and a nebulizer, designed to protect you from the next global threat. Ordering is simple. Fill out a digital intake form, and your kit arrives in 1 to 2 weeks. Don't wait for the next outbreak to catch you off guard. Stay ready for the unexpected. Get $30 off at getwellwithcharlie.com and use promo code Charlie. Kits are only available to U.S. residents.
There we go. All right. Raiders, there you go.
Yeah. Go Raiders! Hi, Charlie. I just want to say hi. I'm Ed. One of my friends is actually the vice president of the Turning Point USA Club or whatever in Fresno State. That's where I come from. So, yeah. But she's super jealous that I'm talking to you and she's not. But anyways, the thing that I was going to disagree with you on is that you've been going on college campuses and your stance is that college is a scam. I disagree with that. But I want to debate and exchange and stuff. What's your definition? How would you define scam, and what do you think the purpose of college should be?
Yeah, I mean, there should probably be an asterisk. There's obviously exceptions to that. But let me just ask the audience a question once the airplane kindly removes itself from our event.
What does your T-shirt say, by the way?
I am Taylor. This is Taylor Swift.
Okay.
It's a joke. It's like Kim Wexler from Better Call Saul, and she looks like Taylor Swift.
How many of you in the audience are forced to take classes that are a waste of time or wish you would not have to take? So everyone's hand goes up, right? Here is the tragic reality. I'll make 2 points and then I'll let you respond.
Sure.
I'm curious. The second point is that only half of the people in this audience will use their college degree when they find a job, meaning half of college graduates in America get jobs that do not require college degrees in the first place. Basically, all this debt, all this time, not a good investment. Finally, there's an amazing article, and I encourage you to look at it, The New Class of Millionaires. There are 5,000 new millionaires in the last year that are plumbers, electricians, and welders. And I'm sure you guys want to become millionaires. These are 24-year-olds in Vegas that are making $2 million a year running a plumbing business that never went to college. I'll be shocked.
It was like a trade school, right, probably?
Yeah, trade school, just technical trade school.
Sure.
And let's be honest. Many of you guys, if you told your parents you were going to become a plumber, they'd say, no, you got to go to college. Am I being right?
Yeah, probably. In most cases. Yeah,
in most cases.
Yeah.
I think that's wrong. And what I'm getting at is there are 11 million job openings in this country that pay more than $80,000 a year that do not require a college degree, but require some training.
Yeah.
And so four-year college is largely not benefiting this generation, with some exceptions, doctor, lawyer, engineer, so on and so forth.
No, I understand. No, I actually looked into like it is true that there are a lot of job openings and there are a lot of like employers out there that have eased their restrictions to not require a college degree. However, the Harvard Business School actually looked into that and they saw that the employers that were looking at an application of somebody with a college degree versus somebody who didn't, even though on the requirements they didn't have a college degree, they still preferred and mostly hired people with college degrees.
Yeah, again, it's just you got to go back to the overarching statistic is that you guys won't use it,
but you're still economically better by statistics.
Not necessarily. So here's the other question: what do you think is the national graduation rate?
Is it like in the high 50s, mid 50s?
Yeah, that's exactly right. So that, and I'm sure you guys all know people that drop out of college. So, like,
that was me.
Yeah.
That was me, yeah.
So
I'm going back to college, but I
okay.
Yeah.
And whatever suits your best.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm getting at: is that there's not been nearly enough criticism of college, the institution, from its cost and from the ROI standpoint. Of course, some people benefit from it, but it has largely been a third rail of American life, and that's why I go after the way it is.
I think there's a lot of discussion happening on like the costs of college and how egregious it is.
Yeah, but
I mean, I would probably
discussion,
agree.
But not saying it's a scam, and it is. I mean, to be honest, half you guys are being totally ripped off that you're here. It's totally unnecessary. Like, if you guys became plumbers instead, you would make more money 5 years after and have no debt.
Well, the average plumber makes the median plumber is probably, I think it was like 61.5.
Yeah, it's way higher than that in Clark County right now. Way higher.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but that's
because there's a shortage.
We're
now,
talking about average, right?
Why
we
is
want to
there?
Talk about the overarching messaging that we want to send to the country. Maybe for something like Nevada, because I know Nevada, a lot of it is hospitality work. A lot of it is not college degree. No, I would agree.
But think about it. Why is it though that we have a shortage of plumbers? It's because we're sending our kids to go study things that don't matter. To go into debt to find jobs that don't exist. So we might not agree on it, just some things to think about. Thank you very much, and tell your friend hello.
Thank you. Yeah.
My question, though, is actually because I don't know if you see this hat I'm holding. It's not one of the MAGA hats you're throwing out. It's a Biola University hat. And I graduated from Biola University in 2018. And I received, in my estimation, a totally incredible education, very Renaissance-style classic. I was a member of the Tory Honors College there. I was student body president. And I saw a clip of you just a few days ago where you said Biola was, I don't know if I'm getting this exactly right.
It has slipped in its stature as a Christian school, for sure.
Okay, because that seems a little more nuanced than the claim you made.
I'll be more.
Yeah, I would love to hear more
I probably
about
got a little spicier than I should have. But yes, I'm not a fan of Ed Stetzer. I don't know how much you know about him, but
a little bit.
Yeah, he's the head of their theology department. I don't want to spend everyone's time on this, but I'm glad you had a great experience, and I'll take that into account if I talk about it in the future.
Okay. Well, it was still a lead into a question, and I was just wondering for you, and I didn't want people to just make a comment. I didn't want to be that guy. For you though, what are the metrics for you for when you think a university has strayed too far from a university's purpose?
Okay, yeah. So in Biola in particular, I could tell you that many of the students graduating do not believe in the inerrancy of Scripture. They do not believe in the virgin birth. They do not believe in the core tenets of the Christian faith. And so there's a lot of deconstructionism in the last 5 years that have been introduced at Biola. Okay. And so Hillsdale's America's greatest college, in my opinion, because they know what a college is, which is the pursuit of truth, goodness, and beauty. It's not about just going to college and learning whatever you want to learn. It's towards a destination of trying to look at things that point up, not point down or confuse.
Okay, so that's interesting to me because the honors group that I was a part of, the tagline for the Tory Honors Institute is the pursuit of goodness, truth, and beauty. And it's a great books program based on Platonic understanding of Scripture and more than that, not only that. And I have two brothers that go there right now. They've been there for 3 years. I don't think your estimation of people denying the virgin birth, abandoning the fundamentals of Christian doctrine or any of that's accurate to the school.
Then I'll have to do better research.
Yeah, so I just felt a little zealous about my alma mater, but
good for
I think
you.
Those are great metrics,
you should defend things you love.
Absolutely.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
for being
I
here.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Everybody, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell. We're doing so much good work here at Turning Point USA. Also, get your tickets to AmFest. That's amfest.com, the biggest party of the year in Phoenix Convention Center. We have Tucker Carlson and really big speakers coming. I'll be there. It's going to be unbelievable. Meet your future husband, future wife. It's going to be great. amfest.com, amfest.com. Get there. Go get the tickets. It's going to be amazing. And again, please subscribe and hit this bell. We appreciate it. And if you listen to audio podcasts, subscribe to the Charlie Kirk Show podcast. That's Charlie Kirk Show podcast. We won, everybody. We won. I need to get this hat. Daisy, can you get me one of these hats? We won. And if you guys want a limited edition signed MAGA hat right here, last thing I'll say is become a member, members.charliekirk.com, to get a limited edition MAGA hat. We have 5,000 to send out, don't we, Daisy?
Over, like 8,000 now.
We have 8,000 hats I have to sign. 8,000 hats. God bless.
Thanks. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Who wants a hat? Who doesn't have a hat?
Right here. In the front.